Hello everyone, welcome back to SFDC Chronicle. Hope you are all doing great. This is a continuation of our previous video. As I mentioned earlier, the mini AgentForce project we are building requires more than one session. I have already published the first session and this is the second video in the same series. Build a real mini AgentForce project. I hope you all enjoyed the first video. If you haven't watched it yet, then click on the link appearing at the top of the screen or check the link in the description below. So let's do a quick recap of what we covered earlier. So we discussed what this project is all about, walked through the complete technical flow, and in the hands-on part, we showed how to display a list of contact in a custom lightning type component. From that list, you could select a contact and send it back to the AgentForce context so that AgentForce could use that contact in the next action. In today's session, we will build on top of that. So we will focus on explaining line by line code that we have done in our previous video. On top of that, we will add the file upload component inside the AgentForce chat window, and using that component, you will able to upload a file for the contact you selected earlier. That file will be automatically stored in the backend and linked to the selected contact. So that is all we are going to cover in today's session. So let's get started then. So let me start with the code explanation and couple of topic that I want to highlight from my previous session. So first, let's talk about what we are doing in this file upload Apex class. What is this file upload request? Why we need upload ticket class? And what is this particular response is all about? So if you want to send any specific variable or data to the agent, make sure to include them in the file upload request so that when you click on submit, all of that will automatically return to the agent context. So what does that mean? So first of all, in the flight upload request, if you provide, suppose contact email ID or contact address in this particular class. So suppose if I have write it like that, at the rate invocable variable, and then I have provide a particular description that email ID email ID of the contact, email ID of the contact, and then suppose public string contact email ID. Then what will happen in the front end, as string is like a data type that AgentForce will able to understand. So for that this one, we no need to create a custom lightning component. Rather, AgentForce will use the standard lightning component to show this contact email ID, or so that we can provide the contact email ID in a text box. So in the chat window, you can able to see a particular in lightning input text box will come, and that is provided by Salesforce standard lightning component. I mean standard lightning type. we no need to do anything about that. Same, if you want to provide a date field, if you want to provide a Boolean field in this particular flight upload request, then AgentForce will use the standard lightning type. Now, in this case, we don't want to use the standard lightning type. We want to use the custom lightning type so that we can show the list of contact, and those list of contact should have a checkbox beside each and every contact so that you can select that one and send it back to the AgentForce. So that is why we use upload ticket class, a custom like lightning type, you can say, to display the list of contact and all the file upload feature, the to show the contact name, contact ID. That is why we use upload ticket. This is it will treat this upload ticket as an custom type, and it is our like responsibility to write a custom lightning type and LWC component to show user or to check like how the UI you want to modify. So that is why I use upload tickets. So if I go to my this AgentForce agent and open in builder, yeah. So to show it like this custom list is also a standard lightning type that you can show. But in that list, you can't select that list. Like you can't have a checkbox or a radio button inside that one. To use that one, I have used the custom lightning type, and how the custom lightning type will render, how it shows in the front end, for that one I use this LWC component. But in the back end, you should have a class associated with that one. So whatever data you want to pass to the AgentForce, that you can write it here. So that is why I have written this upload ticket and flight upload request, so that in the front end, when you are creating this one and when you are creating the topic action, you can override it with our flight upload ticket. So in the input rendering and the data type, you can see we have used a custom data type, that is C underscore underscore file upload ticket. That is nothing but our custom lightning type. And this input rendering is we have overwritten it with our LWC component. But in case of message that we are using to send the response back. So to send the response back, I have used just a simple string message to show you that we can use standard lightning type as well in our AgentForce chat window. So I have not created any LWC component to render the response to show the response in the front end. Rather, I use a simple string message, and that is coming as lightning text type, and this is the standard data type. I have not changed, I have not created anything for this one. So, and this output rendering can be text or rich text area based upon whatever you are selecting, but this is the standard lightning type. So this is the functionality of request and response. So now I hope you able to understand why we need to use a upload request, and inside that upload request why we are using another wrapper class, that is upload ticket, and what is the functionality of file upload response. Now, what is this @invocable method is doing? So when we want to create an action, an Apex type of action, it is very much needed that we use a invocable method. So as of now, I am showing you with the invocable method, but in the future releases, Salesforce will may provide Aura enable as well. As you can, when you select Apex, you can able to see that Aura enable and something else is in the beta version. But as of now, we use at the rate invocable method, and at the rate invocable method, we need to provide the label so that we can select the right action that we want to use for our like particular topic and the action. So for that one, we use the label and we provide a meaningful name and provide a meaningful description. Then in the file upload ticket, this request, the request that you have created here, file upload request, this request will contain all the data related to whatever you have write in this particular request class. So in our case, it is only upload ticket. So this request will contain the data related to upload ticket, and upload ticket will contain the data related to contact name and contact ID. So in this request, you will see contact name and contact ID. So this is how you can able to get that one. So this is a list. So you want the, if you like, you need to use the 0th position, and then from there you can use upload ticket, and from the upload ticket, once you get the upload ticket, you can use upload ticket dot contact name or whatever variable name you want to give, you can give that one, and using that one you can able to use contact name and contact ID in this particular class. I haven't used that one, but suppose you want to update something in the contact details whenever you receive the request. You can use the contact ID or whatever data you are sending it from the front end to the request and update that data, insert a new data, delete any data. You can do whatever you want. So we can able to see how we are using request when we are uh, deciphering the PDF and sending the JSON back in the request form and parsing the JSON. In that create booking from attachment Apex, I will show you how you can make use of request this parameter extensively. So as of now, I hope for this one request is clear. And then once we receive the request and we do the needful that we want to do in this particular method, then we can send back the response. In our case, I kept it so simple that I have uses a message only. But in case of like you are creating, inserting any data, you are updating any data, you can very well send that ID or send that updated data back to your AgentForce using file upload response. So that is what this particular method is doing. Now let's go to the get contact data. So get contact data is just we are fetching the list of contact where I have provided the limit as only 5. You can provide the where clause, anything that you want as per your requirement or your business need, and you can send the contact list. Now where I am using this contact list, I am coming to that one. So hope this file upload Apex is clear to you. Now let's go back to this flight upload HTML that we are using, like where we are using file upload HTML. This is, I mean the LWC component. This is the whole LWC component that we are using till select contact ID. So this is the one that we are using flight file upload LWC component. So in this one, what is the main thing, like what is the first we are doing in the connected callback? So let me start with the at the rate API. So at the rate API read only. So if you see that one, if you want to click on, suppose your um, like you are providing contact name and contact ID not in the disable form but in the enable form. In my case it is disable, but in some other cases it might be enable. But when user click on submit button, you want to turn this contact name and contact ID disable. How you can able to do that one? Using this read only. So this is coming, you can use this read only to communicate with agent when your input field or when your form will be in the read-only mode and when it is not in the read-only mode. So that is the like uh, purpose of this read-only variable. Okay. Now what is the need of this value variable? This value variable will contain the entire Apex class object. So what does that mean? So whatever you are using in your request, the value will contain everything in that one. So in our case, value will contain this upload ticket. And as you know, upload ticket is a wrapper class, and inside that one we have contact name, contact ID. So that is what we are using. And also you can provide, like here itself you can provide the another detail as well. So it actually contain all the details related to your flight upload request. So the value will contain the entire Apex class object that you can send to AgentForce, and whenever there is a change or something like that, you can communicate with the AgentForce, and whatever data uh, you are going to submit it, AgentForce will return it back to your backend Apex class. So that is the use of value, this particular variable, and this is very important variable. Using this variable you can communicate with Agentforce via your LWC component, and your LWC component will communicate with your Apex class. So as you can see, so that's why we use the value. Using that @API, you can set it, you can get it. So in the connected callback, now what we are doing, we are checking if my value is present or not. If it is present, then when I am clicking on submit or some or whatever we want to do, I am checking contact ID is populated. If it is, the value contains the contact ID data, it will assign it to my LWC component variable, and if it has any contact name, it will set this data on this LWC component variable. Now you can very well use the contact ID, contact name directly here, and you can skip the value. In that case, there is a documentation related to that one, that how you can set the data using that one. So in that case, you need to provide your LWC component variable with your Apex variable. You can use the attribute value to map it. So you can very well do it in your editor class, that is editor file that is present in your lightning type. So if I go to my editor.json, so here I have not provided because I am using the value variable. But in this case, if you want to specifically use contact name, contact ID with your LWC component variable, you can override it here. So that is the use of value. Now in the connected callback, at the time of load, we want to fetch the contact details so that we can show it in the like lightning card, and from that one you can select that one. So that's why I'm checking if my contact data length is less than 1 or not. Means if it is empty, then only call this one. If it is not empty, then don't call Apex all the time. So I'm checking, yeah, for the first time it will be empty and it will fetch the get contact data. Get contact data, you can find it in this Apex class, get contact data aura enable, and I am returning the list of contacts. So that is what I am getting the data, and I am iterating it through all the contact, and I am assigning a new variable, that is selected or not. Is selected will help you to select this or this one. For this one, I am using this particular variable, that is selected. So at first I am making it as false for the first time, and whenever user just click on that one, it will change to true. Now once I got the data and I know the length is greater than 0, then I am turning this variable to true, so that in the front end this whole page will, I mean the whole section will render. So using show contact data, I am using that one. So that is what is the usage of this contact data. I have written the try catch as well, like if there is anything goes wrong, then it should print that one in the console. So yeah, that is all related to fetch contact data and connected callback. So that is done. Now one more thing I have added on my first video, that is on select of radio button, I am calling this on change event, that is handle upload finish. What it is doing, whatever contact ID I am selecting, it is assigning this that particular value in my LWC component, contact ID and contact name. I am populating it here and I am turning that particular radio button to true using this is selected. So that is why I'm iterating through the whole list and I am changing it to is selected true or false. Now, once you do this one, this is well and good, but you need to send the contact ID, the contact name, everything in to, to your agent context as well. So for that one, we need to use this dispatch event and this value change event. Using this value change event, if you can see, we are actually using the value, that is this one, the value, to send the value back to the AgentForce from LWC component, whatever we are changing. If you don't use that one, then it the the change in the LWC component will not move to the AgentForce context and AgentForce will not able to understand that something has been changed in your LWC component. So this one is very much needed, is very much required that you use this custom event value change to dispatch the event back to the AgentForce context. And whatever value you want to send to your AgentForce, you just use that one. In my case, I am using this contact name and contact ID, right? So I am sending the same thing in the backend, that is contact name and contact ID. So that is how this particular JS file will work. Now in the HTML, what I am doing, as I have previously mentioned, that show contact data. Whenever we are getting the contact data from the backend, we are turning it to true and we are iterating it through each contact data and we are showing the name, the account name, the email, the title, everything that we are querying in the backend. This is my query, the ID, name, account name, email, title, and I'm showing it in the front end. And this is the radio button that you can select, like which contact you actually want to select. So that is what I am doing. Now we are using two input type as well to just show you what we have selected. You can very well able to see it from the front end, but just to show you how if you are clicking on anything, whether it is changing or not, whether it is communicating with agent or not, to show you that one explicitly I have shown it in like this, but it is not mandatory. You can eliminate this one as well. Just to understand it better, I have used that one. So yeah, and one more thing that I want to show you in this particular metadata.xml file, what we are using, as this is a like editor.json we are using as lightning type. So in the lightning type, you can see we are using editor.json and schema.json. So editor.json will be used whenever we want to use a input form, and that is why and if it is an output form, you need to use render.json. So as this is an input form, so in the LWC component meta.xml, you need to use this target as lightning agent force input. If you don't use that one, then it will not come as an like LWC, the front end will not be overridden with this one. So this is very much required. Also the target config. Target config is nothing but with which lightning type it is tagged. So this is the name of the lightning type that I have created. If you see here, file upload ticket, this is the name of my lightning type. So same thing I have used in the target type. So you need to use that one. So that is also very much important. Okay, so that you need to be you have to be use this one so that your LWC component will work correctly. Now just one more quick note that I am actually using two different org to show you the to show you that in one org I have already completed the full project. That's the one I showed you in the first video. And in the another org, this is the another org where I am doing the hands-on along with you, and it is not completed yet. So when the session, like we completed all the session, so whatever we achieve in this particular org, we will achieve the same in this org. So I'm using two different org. And last but not the least, I will recommend that if your input lightning type, whatever like custom lightning type, whatever you are using, if it is not rendering properly, then please instruct the LLM that use the file upload, flight file upload component or whatever component name you have given to render it correctly. So mention this one or the name of the component whatever you have provided so that LLM will able to understand that before submitting the detail to the backend, it should first show the input form and then it will proceed further. So that is all about mm, the explanation what we have done so far. Now let's go to the second part of this one where we will provide a upload feature, and using that upload feature you can able to upload a file. Okay, for that one let me go to this HTML, and here let me copy paste it in this org. So what I am doing here, this is a like normal whatever we use in the LWC component to upload a file. I'm using the same lightning file upload, this one, to upload the file. Now where we want to upload the file? We want to upload the file in the contact ID. Which contact ID? The contact ID that we have selected. So in this event, we will have this contact ID populated. Whenever we click on a radio button, a event will fire and the value of that event will come in the contact ID. How you will get the value? If you see in the input type radio, I have used the value as contact ID. So when I receive this event, event target dot value will contain the contact ID. So I will get that one. So that same contact ID I am using in my lightning file upload to attach that PDF file. So that is what I have used in the record ID. So record ID will be my contact ID. Now, what are the different accepted format? As of now, I have provided the accepted format as like I will keep it only PDF, but as our prompt builder able to use able to parse or decipher PNG and JPEG, so I have provided all of them. But in this particular session, we will only show you how to decipher the data from PDF only. Maybe in the next one session in different video, I will show you how we can use JPEG or PNG file to use the same property. So let me go here and let me use that one. So this is the accepted format that we are using here. So if you see accepted format, and this is the accept one. So this is the normal tag that Salesforce is provided to send you to set you what are the accepted formats. So as of now, PDF, PNG, and JPEG. That is what I have used. So, okay, let's save it. Okay, it got saved successfully. Now, let me go back to my AgentForce builder. So this is my the another org where I am doing the hands-on with you all. Let me reload it. Okay, and let's see. And bingo, we got the upload file, this particular uh, feature that we want to enable this one. Now let's see this any one of the contact. Let me go to this contact, and what is the last one? Okay, this one. Let's open this one and let's see whether any file is already attached. Okay, so we don't have any notes and attachment, any files attached to this particular contact. And check the AgentForce. So let me refresh it one more time. And let's type. Okay, let's select this one that we have just checked that this does not have any file attached, and let upload the file. File receipt, open, and we got the pop-up, and it shows us that the file uploaded successfully. We can click on done, and now let's see in the backend whether the file uploaded successfully or not. And the file uploaded successfully. So that is what we want to achieve for today's session. So what we have done, we have just used a lightning file upload component, that is like the this one, and we enable this file upload feature in our chat window. So this is how using, like, you can, if you want to enable a pick list, if you want to enable a checkbox, then using this custom lightning type and custom lightning I mean the LWC component, you can able to enable whatever input type you want to present in your front end. You can do it one. And how to uh, like how you can attach it with a contact ID or whatever record you want to use. So this is how I am doing this one. So based upon whatever you are selecting, I'm populating the data first on the contact ID, and then you can attach it with this particular file upload data. Also, you can do one thing, that if contact ID is null, then you don't show this file upload this particular section at all, so that until and unless users select a particular contact ID, it should not show you the file upload data. I mean file upload, this particular component or feature, it should not be visible in the front end. That that one also you can do very well. So um, yeah, that is all related to today's session. In the next session, we will see like how using prompt template and the action that is using the prompt template, you can decipher this particular file that you have just uploaded in this particular contact, and whatever data this PDF file is having, how you can decipher this particular data using multimodal feature of prompt builder, and create a JSON format of this data and send it back to your Apex class as an request, and then using that Apex class, parsing the request, you can create or insert a new flight contact details in the backend. You insert record in the backend and pass the newly created record ID to your front end, to your agent chat window as an response. That is all we are going to check in our next session. So if you have any confusion on any of the component or any of the code that I have shown you, let me know in the chat window. I will explain it to you again. If I have not explained it yet in my video, so I will explain it again to you. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.